Miss Victoria. And for the students who are on, I am Malik Smith, represent the Southern University Office of Admissions and Recruitment. I'm actually transitioning into a new role, so I don't know how much longer I'll be in recruitment. I'm transitioning into the director of new student orientation and first year programs. So I'll be filling that post come January. So just sort of finishing out this recruitment season. I've been at Southern for right at 14, 15 months. So it's kind of crazy how everything's been going on with COVID, but we've been hitting it hard. So I'm honored to be here. So I bring you greetings on behalf of Dr. Belton, who serves as the President Chancellor of the Southern University System and the President Chancellor of the Southern University Baton Rouge Landmass Campus. This is We Imagine You at Southern University. It's a real brief presentation. I don't know if Ms. Douglas will be joining us or not, but this presentation will be really short, Ms. Post, about 15 to 20 minutes. So I probably won't need a full hour. If any students have any questions, I'll open the floor for questions. But other than that, we like to rock and roll. So, of course, Southern University is a public, historically Black college and university in Louisiana. We're located in the capital city of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We're the only HBCU, the largest HBCU, in the state of Louisiana, and the only HBCU system in the nation, which I'll talk about extensively throughout the PowerPoint. Our mascot is a Jaguar, and we are part of the Southwestern Athletic Conference. So we are in Division I of the NCAA, and we're known for our Human Jukebox Marching Band, voted #2 marching band in all of the United States, only behind The Ohio State University. They were established in 1947. A little bit about Southern University. Okay. Founded in 1880 in New Orleans, Louisiana, with just 12 students. If you fast forward to 2020, we now have over 13,000 students enrolled, with over 7,500 on our undergraduate campus, making us the largest HBCU in the state of Louisiana in terms of enrollment numbers. We relocated to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, March 9th, 1914. Saturn just got in. We relocated to Baton Rouge March 9th, 1914. We have 512 acres with an additional 372 acres for the Agriculture Research Extension Center. We have over 13 student residential halls. Now, it's not a requirement for students to stay on campus, and you can have your car on campus as a freshman. We have over 60 undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral degree programs. So most of them, majority of them do go up to the doctoral level. So if you want to come to Southern University, get your master's, get your PhD, you can do so here on the Bluff, as we like to call it. We have over 100 active student organizations. Great thing about that is if students come down to Southern University and there's not an organization for them, then they can start their own organization. All they need is an advisor and 4 additional students to be considered an active organization, and get SOAR funding. And it's warm. I don't have to tell in-state students that, but out-of-state students are always like, well, how's the weather? It is a culture shock. We do have a lot of hurricanes, and it is very warm. As I always like to joke, we're the Taco Bell of the South, because all we get really is hot and mild. Now, recently it has been a little chilly because of the cold front that came through after Hurricane Zeta. So we're pretty optimistic about how it will be for the fall, the remainder of the fall and winter seasons. Only HBCU land grant university in Louisiana. I stress that the Morrill Act of 1862, signed into law by President Abraham Lincoln, gave this federal land to us, which also means we receive federal funding. So we've been on this federal landmass. We were granted this federal landmass in 1880, which when we were founded, we relocated to this landmass in general 1914. And I always find it important to note that HBCUs are located by bodies of water, because anything back when HBCUs were founded and open for the reason of getting African-American students an affordable education and a chance at higher education, we were located by bodies of water, so that way it was easier to transport or to travel to and from campus, because of course it was very hard for us to afford horseback. Anything can be used as a flotation device. So it's just a little bit of history. Only HBCU system. Of course, these are our 5 campuses. Of course, we have Southern University of Baton Rouge. We actually have Ms. Saturn Douglas, who will speak extensively. As I said, she joined a little late, but it won't be a long presentation from me, although it probably feels long already. She'll talk more about our Southern University Agriculture Research Extension Center. Thank you for being here. Southern University Shreveport, which we funnel our Susla Connect program through. Southern University New Orleans, our 4-year sister school in New Orleans, Louisiana. I always tell students, if you want an HBCU experience, but you just want better food, go down to SUNO. And of course, our Southern University Law Center right here on our Baton Rouge landmass campus, #1 law center in the state of Louisiana. Quick executive leadership introductions. Dr. Jacqueline Gibson Priestley serves as our Vice Chancellor of Enrollment Management and Student Success. She joined us August 1st from Mississippi Valley State University in Enamina, Mississippi. Dr. Zacchaeus Johnson now serves as the Dean of the University College, which pretty much encompasses first year and second year experience. He joined us. He's been at Southern since he got his master's from Southern and got his PhD from LSU, but he's a undergraduate of Alcorn State University in Mississippi, in Lorman, Mississippi, to be exact. And of course, Mrs. Heather Freeman joined us as well recently as the Executive Director of Admissions and Recruitment. As you know, she's been teleworking a lot lately. It's just, she can't catch a break, but always available, always poignant, always leading, no matter where she is. Of course, then you have your recruitment staff. Small but mighty, as I say, Mr. Mark Young. He's been doing it for over 20 years. He's a 2-time graduate of Southern University out of our mass communications department. Elise Shelton just recently joined us, and she does a lot of the background work for me in terms of scheduling. She serves as our social media and a communications coordinator. And then you have me. I pretty much took the largest alphabet because, as we know, there's been a lot of turnover in general, but the job must still get done. So I always say small but mighty because it does get done. Let's talk a little bit about the academics here at Southern University. #1 nursing school, ranked #1 among HBCUs. I talked about our law program, #1 in the state with the most affordable tuition. Now, our nursing school is also #1 in the state, 2.6 GPA on your collegiate transcript and an 18 ACT composite score, coming out of high school. It is a separate entity, so you don't have to complete your general education or your nursing school prerequisites in order to apply for Southern University Nursing School. So no matter where you start, we want you to finish as a graduate of the Southern University School of Nursing. Our engineering program, PBS Pinchback College of Engineering and Sciences, we produce top 10% of Black engineers in the country every year. We have our annual scholarships with energy and DXC technology that allows us to fund our classrooms, but to fund scholarships for those students who are interested in coming to Southern and majoring in engineering. We offer electrical, mechanical, civil, nuclear engineering, and chemical engineering with cross-registration with Louisiana State University. Computer science, one of only 2 schools in the state to offer a degree in cybersecurity with a direct partnership with the FBI headquarters in Quantico, Virginia. But we also offer mobile app development, which is just like graphic design if you want to develop mobile apps for your phone, like Zoom. We also offer information systems, and we also offer data science and analytics. Through our College of Business, we offer 4 concentrations as well, 4 majors: accounting, finance, marketing, and management. Through marketing, we offer a sales concentration, and through management, we offer a supply chain and human resources concentration. And we're the only HBCU to offer a degree in philanthropy through our Boundary School of Philanthropy. The freshman dorm layout, I always tell students it's suite style living, so it's no community bathrooms in our freshman dorms. You can choose your roommate. Of course, you want to meet that priority deadline for housing, which is always May 1st. And you want to make sure you know your roommate is coming with you. Of course, the only times that there are some discrepancies in that is when your roommate may be a band member or an athlete or a part of the Dancing Dolls or things of that nature, because as we know, those Dancing Dolls and band members and athletes move in together and are housed together most times out of 10. Now, it's not a requirement to stay on campus at any point. And you can't have your car on campus as a freshman. Just fill out a freshman automobile waiver form with our Office of Student Affairs. And you can, if you show a need to have a car, you can have it your freshman year. How to be a part of the Jaguar Nation, really, really simple. I always get excited about this part because it's so easy. Regardless of the volume of students who are on this call, something you can't control, I always offer the exact same presentation and I always offer the exact same opportunity. If you decide to apply, it doesn't have to be today, but if you decide to apply, the last step of our application is our application fee. I'll put my email in the chat. And Miss Victoria, you're welcome to share those with students who didn't join us on the call either, and let them know whenever they apply to shoot me an email, and I will waive their application fee. And so all you really need to do then, it's a free application now. So you can't beat that. You can't beat the free application. Just because you apply, just because you get admitted, doesn't mean you even have to come to Southern University, but you can't beat a free application. Send us those test scores. We have not decided based on the Louisiana Board of Regents, whether or not we will waive those test score requirements as of yet, but we are allowing those students who are coming in the spring or the summer to not need those test scores. So make sure you get that ACT, that SAT test score in. Keep trying, keep scoring. A score on file is better than no score at all, as I always say. 7th semester transcript. December is coming up, the end of the first semester. I know for our students, last week of November is actually when they go home, and then they'll take their finals virtually. So when that 7th semester transcript comes out, send that to us so we can know what your GPA is, know if you're on pace to meet the core requirements, and that way we don't need your senior class schedule because it's on that 7th semester transcript. And your immunization shot records, which is so important in general, but definitely important now, given everything that's going on, especially if you decide to stay on campus. You can always request an immunization record waiver form as well through email with your academic recruiter, counselor, or any other admissions representative or professional. Complete your housing application. It is a $150 mandatory non-refundable fee. So I always tell students, if you're very serious, go ahead and pay that $150. If you're not serious, you don't have to pay it. Complete your housing application, as I just said. Your housing application in regards to your new student orientation. New student orientation can be applied to your tuition, so you don't have to pay that $150 up front, but you won't receive your freshman class schedule, or your freshman class schedule won't be generated until you apply for new student orientation. And complete FAFSA. It's always a good idea to see how much money you'll be getting, to see if you need to apply for any more additional scholarships, loans, or what you're going to pay out of pocket. And then out-of-state residents pay about twice as much in tuition. Now, this is based on full-time, which of course is 12 credit hours. Residential housing meal plan. If you stay on campus, you must have a meal plan. Cable and internet fees, mailbox rental, and that's really pretty much it. I was an in-state resident coming out of high school, so I paid right around $5,000 a semester because I didn't decide to stay on campus. So based on 12 hours, of course, I took about 15, 18 between that number every semester, so that way I can finish in 4. So we do preach 15 to finish to students who want to finish at Southern University. Of course, not listed as our honors college scholarship. Just a 3.3 GPA and a 23 on the ACT is needed for the honors college scholarship. The President's Legacy Scholarship is the equivalent of an out-of-state fee waiver. All that's needed to get your out-of-state fees waived is a 2.5 GPA. So that brings you down to that in-state rate. So as you can see, that's just $8,200 minus $4,500. So that's about a $3,000 scholarship each semester. That's $3,000 in your pocket. So you can't beat that. Jesse N. Stone, Joseph S. Clark Presidential Award, our top 2 awards, 3.6 GPA, 28 on the ACT, 3.8 GPA, 30 on the ACT respectfully, and your SAT equivalents, 1320 for Jesse N. Stone, 1400 for Joseph S. Clark. Now, students do know it is important to note that you must apply for these scholarships. These are competitive scholarships. If you fall within that range, if you're a scholar, a high achieving scholar, go ahead and apply for those awards, because it's always important to try to go to your dream school, but to also make sure that you are not breaking the bank or drilling yourselves with student loan debt upon graduation. As I stated, out-of-state fee waiver, 2.5 GPA, maintain a 2.5 GPA. We do offer 3 enrollment pathways. We have our regular admit, 2.0 GPA, 20 ACT composite with at least 18 in English and 19 in math. You want to start getting competitive, we do super score, so send all those scores in. Emerging JAGs, if you can't make that 20 ACT, but you have at least a 16 and you meet one of the sub-score requirements, either an 18 in English or 19 in math, and have a 2.0 GPA, you can still come on down to Southern. You'll just take a developmental course in whichever sub-score requirement you don't meet. Let's say you don't meet the GPA requirement, the sub-score requirement, the composite requirement. You can do our Susser Connect program. 18 credit hours you must accumulate at your own pace. And then you must also accumulate a C or better in college level English and math. Once you accumulate those 3 requirements, you can then directly transfer to Southern University of Baton Rouge. It is 100% confidential. It's our satellite program. It's our version of a community college on campus, but it's not a program that's designed to keep you in it longer than you need to be in it. We don't want to produce Susla Connect graduates. We want to produce SUBR, four-year institution, bachelor graduates. But it is a great program for those students who don't want to go to a community college, want to come to Southern, want to get that four-year institution experience, want to get that HBCU culture and experience. And why not do it at the best HBCU in the nation? Any questions, comments, and concerns for me, I will leave my email in the chat, but I will also turn it over to Ms. Saturn Douglas. As I said, I will only take about 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. Any questions for me, you can email me at any time. But other than that, that's my presentation. And thank you for allowing me to show you why we imagine you at Southern University. Thank you.
Thank you, Malik. Sorry I was late. I was finishing up with another Zoom call. Can you introduce me to the group, Malik?
Ma'am, I'm sorry.
I said, can you introduce me to the group? I'm sorry.
Yes, that's okay. This is Miss Saturn Douglas. She serves as a recruitment and retention counselor in our Southern University Agricultural Research Extension Center. She previously served through our SUSLA program. She recently served in admissions and recruitment here. So I only know this because my colleagues told me.
Oh, okay. No, I was saying the group that we have here today that we're meeting with. Miss Victoria, and that's Maya.
Yes, this is, sorry, let me go to my email. So this is Miss Victoria Post. This is Lamar High School.
Okay.
She's the high school advisor. So she reached out to me and said, hey, basically we have these days available. Choose which one works for you. I signed up. She reminded me about today. As she said early on the call, some students may drop in here and there, but I always give the same presentation, whether it's 100 or 1, as we all know. So this is real simple. This is Miss Victoria Post, me twice, you, and then Miss Maya Bradley.
Okay, perfect. I just like to kind of come on and, get a feel for the students and what they're interested in. I am a representative from the College of Ag. A very interesting major, a lot of opportunities in College of Ag. So I'm going to just go ahead and share my screen now. Okay, so it's disabled, so that's fine. I'm not able to share my screen.
I'll make you co-host. So
okay, great.
There you go.
Okay, so the College of Agriculture, Family and Consumer Sciences. I'm sorry, can you see this? So our first major I'm going to talk about is our agricultural sciences. In that major, we have ag business, ag economics, animal science, pre-vet medicine, and plant and soil science. So of course, all of those majors are great majors, and I'm going to go into them a little bit more. So of course, here you have students working with animals, and all this is done on campus here. These are our students in our meat lab. So you're getting hands-on training while you're studying at Southern University in agriculture. Then we have our Department of Family and Consumer Sciences. So in this major, you're going to have apparel merchandising. If you're interested in fashion, you're going to have child development and family studies, as well as human nutrition and food. So if you're interested in being a teacher, being a fashion designer, if you're interested in, culinary or helping design menus, this is a great major to go into. Then we also have urban forestry and natural resources. So with this major here, you're going to learn about the environment and what, different plants and stuff need to be planted to keep our infrastructure and our community healthy. And these are just some students, working in their program. So like Malik told you, there's a lot of clubs and organizations at Southern University that is going to assist you with ag and basically helping you make the right decision during your collegiate experience. So I have a short video here for you to watch. So again, we have a website with a wealth of information about the College of Ag. And this is my contact information. If you would like to know more about ag, as well as the many scholarships that we have available, please feel free to reach out to me. And that's all that I have. Does anybody have any questions?
That's all that I have too. Any questions for me or Miss Douglas, Miss Post? Thank you for having us in Southern University and Southern University Agricultural Research Extension Center.
I'm so excited that I got y'all to come and present.